Hello, welcome back to Monarch Web Group's videos. Today we're going to be talking about divs and just going over divs and how they work and what they are. So it's going to be a bit of a quick video. I'm not going to go over too much in depth about them. I'm just going to give you the basic idea of what they are. So here we have on our screen div 1 and div 2. Now the way that we want to picture these divs is like a container that holds information. So this div 1 here that I'm on is going to be the first container, and whatever you were to put here is going to be inside of that container. So you can actually have containers inside of containers, which is divs inside of divs, and that's going to hold all of your content and information. Now this can be very helpful for a number of reasons. You can store all sorts of images very comfortably, and you'd be able to store them also efficiently within divs and keep things organized. On many websites you'll see that's actually how they do a lot of their galleries, and even content on the website will be held inside of divs and well, what they would call sections. But sections are, it's a div really. It's a named div. So when you hand your code over, people understand, oh, this is a section, instead of just seeing div everywhere, which can get kind of confusing. So anyways, as we got here, we got our class on each div, and I've just done a little bit of pre-styling here just to give it so it has a certain look to it. So I'm just going to go to that now. This is div 1 right here, and this is div 2. And as we can see, we've got a container and a container inside of that container. That's essentially what divs are, just containers that hold things. So when you're building divs, you can keep that in mind. Now, I've accomplished this by using padding and margin auto that just centers it automatically. We set our height and our width of our div, and gave it a border as well, just so we could see it, because you don't actually have to, if you didn't want anybody to see what was inside your you can have a div without a border or anything, so it'll just look blank, but there's still a container there, and you can still store content inside of that container. Now we got our padding, so we can have, otherwise this would be pushed straight inside of that div. They'd be completely aligned without any padding, which is kind of annoying. So we want to pad that out, so we get this. And if you don't know what padding is, it's just basically pushing everything inside to a nice comfortable level. So it'll be pushing stuff in and giving it room, whereas margin is pushing stuff out and giving it room. So we set our height and our width, and this is what we got. Now if I put something in here, so I just put text in here, you can see that it's stored within this div. So it's still stored in here, and then there's another div here. And if I put information in here, which you'll notice I put a text align in here just to separate it, you'll see that it's stored within that div. So it's good for storage. But if we take off the border on each, you'll see very quickly how you can just have things floating around, I guess. But you can have these things. If you know how to use grids and Flexbox, you can section out your stuff to look very nice on your website. And also you can style these borders striking. They don't just have to be like this. Like I could have the inside border to be like 20 pixels of, so this is the shorthand border code, sorry. Shorthand, this is stroke thickness. This is what the line will be, so it's solid. It could be dotted. There's all sorts that you can choose from, but I would go solid. And this is the color, obviously. So look, we got a nice thick stroke in there now, and it's actually kind of screwed everything up. But anyways, this is how divs work, and that's the main focus of this video, is just to give you an idea of how divs work, and to keep that in mind when you're building your websites, because it's very helpful. And now I'll just to give you an idea, section is, that's just another form of div. It's going to get the same thing, but if you were coding a website, see, it's the same. I got the div1 class on section as well, and I get the same result. But now you can see, you have a section, which is a div, and inside of that section you can have divs or articles, which are also divs, but it'll just be things to hold all your information in your content. So if you are planning on coding websites, or you're interested in coding, I highly recommend using divs to separate your content. It's going to make things a lot easier and organized, and it's also just going to increase your thought process of how to break things down and do things on the website. So thank you for watching and tuning in. Like I said, it was going to be a little bit of a short video. Thank you for tuning in and checking it out. I hope that this helped you. If you have any questions, make sure to leave a comment down below. Make sure to like and subscribe to this video. And if you have any like needs for your website or design or anything, be sure to check us out over at monarchwebgroup.nathanielweir.com. That's actually our main website, which I know it sounds, if you listen to the other videos, this one's going to sound a little different because I'm actually recording this one live, whereas before I would record it separate. But I'm going to get into recording it live from now on, so if you notice the change, just I guess get used to it. I don't know, I don't think it's a big deal. But anyways, the website, check us out, www.monarchwebgroup.nathanielweir.com. That is where all the magic will happen. You can check out our blogs, get lots of information on web design and web development, and even just design in general. So we're here to help out and do our part for you guys, and I'm making these tutorial videos just so you can get a sense of maybe upkeep, or if you're interested in this, to get started. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I do hope this helped. And until next time. If you liked what you saw and you want more, please subscribe. And if you need any kind of work done on a website or design, go ahead and visit us over at monarchwebgroup.nathanielweir.com.